Hi Libras, this is your general card reading for December 2018. May or may not resonate with everyone. I hope it does, but if it doesn't, you could always reach out to me. My email is lucystarot@gmail.com, or you can go on the website lucystarot.com and click on the link from there to reach me. So a little side note, I usually try to post these videos by the first of the month. This month I was trying to get them posted before then, but I was feeling a little woozy from, this time of year, people, getting sick, and people that you're around at work and things like that sometimes are sick too, so that's why I was a little delayed, but I was trying to get them done ahead of time, but that didn't work. But, hopefully you guys enjoy the reading, and let me know if it resonates or not. Now, don't forget, this is a general reading, so part of it may resonate, all of it may resonate, none of it may resonate, because it's just, there's millions of Libras out there, so it may not apply to everybody. But based on these cards, this is an interesting combination. So it seems like there's like two things going on here. Maybe you need to be honest with yourself about certain feelings, like old emotional pain or emotional feelings from the past. That's one thing. So, but I'm going to get into it. So the first card that came up is from the Flower Therapy Oracle Cards deck by Doreen Virtue and Robert Reeves. It is Emotional Healing, Bleeding Heart. It's safe for you to let go of an old emotional pain. By doing so, you allow your heart to mend. So emotional pain, emotional healing, this could be even stuff from childhood, like stuff growing up, like when you were little, family stuff, parents, or things having to do with, growing up when you were little. It could be emotional pain from like past relationships or bad experiences that you've had, whether it's, with, relationships or just people that you knew. So that, when it comes to old emotional pain, like it could be any of that. So, but you have to heal that. And I mean, people here, this is the problem. There's a lot of people that are walking around, that still are holding on to a lot of pain from the past that still haven't healed it. I mean, it could just be even stuff like just that you've seen as a little kid, like seeing your parents were arguing all the time or something like that. You know what I mean? Like that kind of has an effect on you. And sometimes things can be, that's just one example, but in general, like, or if you're, a spouse or an ex was, verbally abusive, sometimes we have those old pains, like deep down, like they're still in the back of our mind, they're still hidden in there, we just don't even realize it sometimes. But emotional healing, you have to like heal all parts of yourself. So that's why like now, like as an adult too, this is like just my example, doing a lot of like healing meditations, balancing your chakras, releasing old hurts and things like that. Doreen Virtue, well, now she's changed up her style recently, like in the last couple of years, but there's still, her meditations are still on YouTube. Like the cutting the cords from the past, or that's a good one. And then like, well, I mean, she also has other things like releasing worries and cares and stuff like that. But the one where you kind of cut the cords to the past or release past pain, like the meditations like that, those are really good. So if that's what you guys are like dealing with, if there's certain things that are still like, deep down inside that you still bother you, or you never really got over, or even just losing a loved one, that could also affect things too. So I'm thinking like the Be Honest With Yourself card is kind of going hand in hand with the emotional healing card, because all the things that I mentioned, things from childhood, things from relationships, losing loved ones, like that, all that stuff can still be buried inside and still affect you, even though you don't realize it. So you kind of have to go dig in there and kind of heal all that stuff. I'm going to read you what the book says. It says, it's time to release the pain you've been carrying from your past. There's no better time than the present to let go of these lower energies that bring you nothing but sadness. Please don't judge yourself for holding on to these emotions. While you did so as a way to protect yourself, in truth, this delayed your healing. Make the commitment now to shed that emotional baggage. Choose to let the pain go and replace it with peace. Please work with the energies of Bleeding Heart Blossoms and Archangel Raphael. This healing duo will cast aside the darkness and shine their light into your heart. Feel your center, opening up the warmth of love and joy. Hold a vision of a positive future, then create it. Additional meanings could be let go of resentment, release heartache, or take care of your physical heart. Resentments too. So yeah, emotional pain could also be not just being hurt or grieving or things like that. It could also be resentments too, or anger towards stuff that happened in the past. Yeah, so you have to like heal all those emotions, like anger, grief, sadness, whatever it is that may be still lingering around from before. The second card that came up. So now I'm thinking like the first and the third card might go hand in hand, but the second one is like kind of totally different. But it is the Nine of Action, which is from the Guardian Angel Tarot Cards deck by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. You've worked hard to create the things you cherish in your life, such as beloved relationships, amazing accomplishments, and hearth and home. Rest assured that all these treasures and you are being constantly protected by your angels. In return, Mother Earth, the animals, and the environment need your protection. Unless you're worrying about like have things in the past gone wrong for you, and you're worried about stuff like that happening again. Is that maybe how that ties? This middle card ties into the other two. I don't know, but that could be one thing, or it could just be a reminder telling you like not to worry about things. So unless that's the thing, if you guys have, unless your emotional healing has to do with anxiety, do you guys get anxiety? Sometimes Libras can be a little bit nervous sometimes too, but I mean my mom was on the cusp of Virgo and Libra, so I know how that goes. So yeah, if it's anxiety stuff like that, you're worried about, home and relationships and all this other stuff, like everything going, well and being protected and things like that, then maybe that's something you have to work through too. Like that's what you have to heal. In the book, it says you've created many wonderful and amazing things. There are relationships you treasure and accomplishments that you're proud of, as well as the place you call home. It's only natural you want to protect them. Rest assured that you're always being lovingly watched over by your guardian angels. If you have any worries, you can also ask Archangel Michael for protection. You are completely safe. Mother Earth needs our help right now. This card represents all those who are interested in safeguarding the environment, watching over our food supplies, and helping protect the animals on land and in the oceans. Stand your ground as the light will always win. Additional meanings for this card could be getting prepared, successfully recovering from an illness, physical and emotional strength, or being persistent. Unless the healing has to do with an illness. but no, I'm thinking it has to do with the other stuff I mentioned though. But yeah, Archangel Michael, it mentioned Archangel Michael. Anytime protection for anything, for your home, for your car, for while you're traveling, things like that. You could always say a prayer to Archangel Michael to watch over you. And they have a lot of stuff. I mean, I've seen Archangel Michael incense. I've seen oils and stuff like that. Like there's other stuff too that they have out there for besides the prayers and stuff too. But I think the easiest one is the prayer. You could always Google that. So the last card is the healing. It's from the Healing with the Fairies Oracle Cards deck by Doreen Virtue, and it's Be Honest with Yourself. Like I said, I think that one maybe has, goes with hand in hand with the first one about healing stuff that is still bothering you. So you have to be honest with yourself about your feelings in order to heal yourself on anything that's still kind of lingering around. So the card meaning in the book says, this card indicates that you're hiding your true feelings and aren't being forthright about an important topic. The fairies urge you to admit your true feelings to yourself. Do you feel stuck, depressed, tired, angry, or irritable? These are symptoms that arise when we're dishonest with ourselves. Maybe you feel that you can't afford to be honest with yourself and that you don't have a choice. This card isn't asking you to make any radical life changes or have a confrontation with another person. However, it is urging you to admit your true feelings to yourself. One easy way to get in touch with your true feelings is by going outside and engaging in a silent conversation with the fairies who live amongst the flowers, trees, and grass. Side note, they say the fairies are the nature angels. So, if like it's another word for angels almost. Just so that you don't think you're crazy, like, oh, I'm gonna go outside and talk to fairies, like what? They're like the little angels that watch over nature and the trees and all that other stuff. That's what they say fairies are. Even if you can't yet see or hear excuse me, the fairies, mentally tell them everything that you're thinking. Excuse me. This is what I was talking about earlier about feeling a little off this week. Okay, so even if you can't see or hear the fairies, mentally tell them everything that you're thinking, feeling, or experiencing these days. Ask them to help you get in touch with your deepest feelings. The fairies love to hold a mirror up to us so that we can see and admit the truth. Affirmation is, it's safe for me to be honest with myself and others. I speak my truth with love. So, yeah. Excuse me. So keep in mind, like if you do have things that you're feeling or you're thinking, don't keep it bottled up within yourself. And especially if it has to do with other people, be honest with other people around you. So, or even if it has to do with like, okay, someone in your family, like a family member or a friend or your spouse, like if they're doing something that's bothering you, like emotionally, or that's hurting you, that could be another tie into the first card. Make sure that you let them know. And I'm not saying like bite their head off or get into an argument with them. But no, just be, open and honest, that's all. So that could be, now you guys will know what will resonate, which one applies to you, or if it doesn't apply to you at all. But yeah, so the emotional healing card could have to do with stuff from the past or stuff that's going on right now. And to just be open and honest with anybody who's like causing you any hurt or pain or hurting your feelings, even if it's nothing major, But, it's different for everybody, so I don't know which one it is for you. So anyway, I hope you guys, hope it resonated with you. If not, you can always reach out to me for the personal reading. That is more than 3 cards. It's more in depth, okay? Hope you guys have a great December. Talk to you later. Bye.